What is going on, y'all? X from Let's Get Free TV. Welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you're here. Hope you all had a great new year. As always, if you enjoy me or the content, tap that like button up and also tap that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. All right, all that being said, let's just hop right into it. All right, so let's talk about Pulse Bitcoin, guys. And as you guys probably know, I was making videos on PulseBitcoin when it was first coming out, things like that, discussions on everything, talking about the ASIC token or ASIC. There is still definitely good information on those videos, so definitely go check those out if you haven't. All right. What I want to talk about in this video though is another discussion about PulseBitcoin, ASIC, and everything about the ecosystem. All right, so first things first is I want to take a look at the price chart of Pulse Bitcoin. We are at a current price of about $1.67. All right, so definitely not what we were all wanting to see or whatever, but obviously, although I have high hopes for Pulse Bitcoin, I do feel like it's going to be a little while before we see any type of parabolic movement. One, because of the type of project it is, and two, just because, you know, we are in a deeply bear market, right? So that's the first thing I want to cover. Now, the other thing I do want to cover, though, okay, I do want to cover this, is the second thing I want to look at. And just because it's second does not mean it's any less important, all right? So, well, what you see here is the price chart for ASIC. All right, and we are currently sitting at a price of $3.12. All right, so if we take a look at the max chart, even 180 days was all right, but take a look. We dropped, all right, on Thursday, November 17th. All right, and we started with a price of $1.18, and we literally, as you guys see, have done nothing but gone up, really. First couple of weeks, we kind of were steady, went down a little bit, and then from there, it's just nothing but up, right? But what is happening with ASIC is literally exactly what is basically what I said was going to happen in my previous videos. All right, so now let's backtrack a little bit, and I want to touch on one of my main points in those videos. And I said that ATM miners, I believe, could be very profitable. If you guys do not remember, so basically, you were just exchanging another crypto for ASIC token itself, right? So that's how you were obtaining it through the ATM NFT feature. You can no longer do it, but you could for the first 30 days. All right. My main point about that was obviously I think it would be very, very profitable. So backtracking again, when we did the ATM event, it was $1 per ASIC. All right. So if you have an ATM miner where you put $50 worth of Ethereum, you would get 50 ASIC once your NFT was ready to be redeemed, right? Let's take a look at what we got here. So if we see the starting price was about $1.22, $1.18, we could start that ATM and get a discount already. So that's what I was stating at the very beginning. That was the first thing I stated, right? So not only were you getting a discount from the beginning, now you are looking at pretty sweet gains. All right, so if you made an ATM miner around the time that you could do it, okay, it was $1 per ASIC. And right now, we are at $3.12 per ASIC. That is a 3x already. So if you have an ATM miner that you put 50 bucks into, you've turned that $50 into 150. And that's just a little example, right? So this was one of the things that I was trying to state. And, you know, I did want to make this video not only because I feel like ASIC is going to do nothing but keep going up, right? So, but I did want to make this video because, dude, the amount of backlash, the amount of just negativity towards me as a person behind my theory, behind my thought process, behind all of this was actually insane. And, you know, it's kind of ironic. It's kind of funny that it's playing out the way I, exactly said. I said make ATMs. I said hold your ASIC. I said this, I said that. I said ASIC. Literally in my last Pulse Bitcoin video, I said ASIC is going to flip Pulse Bitcoin. I said ASIC is probably going to be more valuable than Pulse Bitcoin as of right now, of course. Do I think in the long run? I don't know. I think Pulse Bitcoin can be pretty parabolic. You guys might be asking, what's next? You know, what's gonna happen? So after Pulse Bitcoin has been out, things like that, we know what is gonna happen, right? So what is going on? What can we see from the Pulse Bitcoin ecosystem? What can we see from the ASIC token? All right, so halving is already at about 37%. So taking a look at the halving countdown, we have roughly 100 or so days. As we see here, this can go up or down. This is just based on the current miners and current statistics that we have, right? So let's get into it again, guys. Let's talk more about ASIC, okay? And huge shout out to my boy in the comments for bringing this up, because this is a very interesting topic. I knew I was going to make a video soon about something along these lines, but the way he worded it was really cool, and I'm actually going to throw that comment up here. Huge shout out to you, bro. Basically, he asked, do you think that ASIC will drop in price or go up in price about a week prior to the halving event? All right, and this is what I think. I think it is going to go both ways, okay? ASIC is going to be both ways. Right now, there is nothing in the Pulse Bitcoin ecosystem that we are waiting for, except for maybe Pulse Litecoin, but I think that's still a little bit away. So the only thing that we're really waiting on is the halving event. That ASIC is less printing power, but I also believe that people are going to buy and buy up until then, because you have to keep up for the minting ratio. Now, overall, I think ASIC is going to go up in price. I think it's going to go straight up, because you have to think about what Pulse Bitcoin is. So people like me and other people that really see through Pulse Bitcoin and actually see the value and see what can happen here, you know, we know we're not going to sell, right? We know that other people like us are not going to sell. And how it all works is it plays hand in hand. All right. So if me and you believe in Pulse Bitcoin, we have to believe in ASIC, because ASIC is what gives us that power to, you know, get Pulse Bitcoin. Right. So ASIC can literally do nothing but kind of go up really, in a sense, because most people that have a lot of ASIC are whales that have been in this community for a long time. So the whales see the value. So even if a bunch of people are selling their ASIC, blah, 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 that's cool and all. We might see a little bit of dip. We might see a little bit of a downturn. All in all, ASIC will go up. You know, keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I could be completely wrong. ASIC could go to zero. Make sure you only invest what you can afford to lose, and make sure you do your own due diligence. But taking a look at the chart real quick, let's just take a look at the chart. And that little downtrend that I was talking about, we're actually in one of those now, right? You know, we've been steady around this $3.30 range. You know, this is the little downturn that I was talking about. And of course, it could go lower. From the way the project is built and from the way that I see it, as I seen it first time, might I add, I see this doing nothing but going up, especially with us to look forward to Pulse Litecoin. I see a great project, a genius project actually, with a system that would be pretty hard to fail. Okay, that is what I see. That is what I think is going to happen. So if I get any more information, if we see anything else, I will be uploading another video, another discussion about topics like this. I get really passionate about Pulse Bitcoin. Love the project. If you guys don't know what it is, definitely take a look at some of my videos. I got tutorials on how to mint it. I'm going through everything about it. I got a bunch of videos on it, so definitely check those out. If there's anything that you guys want to discuss yourself, drop it down in the comments below. Let me know how you guys feel about Pulse Bitcoin, how you guys feel about ASIC, and all of it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to tap that like button and also that sub button, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right.